Just like this. I suppose, are you wanting to see my beauty? Do you want to get a close up of my lips? Of myself? Look at how my shit. It's just look like it's been painted with a fine motherfucking. How does that fucking happen? Just so great. I'm awesome. Shit. Now, I want to talk about just very briefly, of course, for now. This is actually brief. Um, for those who are working at a job and I'm professional, and oh, but for those who are unprofessional and they get emotionally attached and involved and make co-workers and allow themselves to be called co-workers. Now, if you have colleagues at your job, if you have partners at your job, I understand that. But to keep it at a professional level, whereas it's not causing a conflict where you're not able to do your job. And this is something that I had to look at specifically. Unless your job is that, then I understand. What I want to say is you should be so focused on your job, you so impressed by the next motherfucker to the point where, you know, you're lying on someone that's coming in and do business. Like for instance, I come in a car and do business. You can't talk to your supervisor unless you got a complaint. So you complain on me so you can keep running your ass to your supervisor's office. And now your supervisor can't get no motherfucking work done. He lose his job. Y'all dating now and shit. No. If you're gonna sabotage, you don't bitch. I'm not saying that somebody can't get together afterwards, because you know, it is what it is. I whoever, I talked to somebody that I didn't seen before, whatever. And actually they have to be goddamn spectacular though. Like they have to be fucking super out this motherfucking world super. And it's a hard chance. It ain't. It's a slim pickings. I'm telling you. But the thing, because never would I also be a home wrecker. Never would I also sabotage somebody's job. Never would I sit up there and commit gross misconduct with somebody, or saying with a co-worker. And there's a relationship factor, of course. I understand a whole bunch of that. All that could make sense. But what I'm trying to say is if you are doing your job by the book, you should be impressed with your goddamn self. That's the thing. You should put all of that energy into seeking yourself and seeing how great you are at your job because it's standard. I'm just trying to make it make sense because I'm sitting here like more than one time. I have seen someone cause complaints, and what prompted me to this, what I'm saying, I've been talking for like 40 minutes and 44 seconds here. 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Uh, and I said, some need to pay more attention to their co-workers. I had said something else, but I wasn't really trying to. what happened was I decided to conceive the thought and give light to it instead of just kind of letting it dwindle away. And so I'm looking at the situation, but it was something, and to say, you know, I know what it was, but that is not important here. But what I'm saying is, for some to jump in a conversation, and some used to say this, dipping and dapping, and don't know what's happening, all in the Kool-Aid, and don't know the flavor. Some even used to say, I'm all that in a bag of chips. Okay? So when a motherfucker sitting out here and the motherfucker ain't no goddamn quarterback, I'm talking about the one that, the bag that pays the motherfucking bills for all the chip factories around this motherfucker. That bag of motherfucking chips. Shit. Content creator. Where? So I wouldn't even go that far. Now, for someone to sit up here and be trying, I said, somebody try to speak it. No, you just sit there and cause a problem and held me up. I had to say, why don't you spend more time with her at the job or something? Because this is ridiculous. You're her supervisor. She's all calm. How can you conceive that type of, rather produce that type of relationship at a jail, or, you know, you're supposed to be putting that compassion into those who you are working with. And I understand that there are some teams where there are some, now check this out, some family members, some that are in relation. You're going to have that sentimental factor, but all that has to be identified. And so many family members don't even have the same names, you wouldn't even recognize them. And so it looks like this is what you can do up in here. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody's fucking everybody. And the inmates up in there all fucked up, sick, on drugs, sleep. Y'all motherfuckers sitting up there caking and shit. Make it make sense. So even in the office jobs and different things, some, is saying this non-compete clause is illegal, but they still doing it. So if I go work somewhere because I want, they're gonna say, no, I'm gonna sue your job because you work here and gain the skill from me. And you stole my style. You stole my technique. And so I've been looking at that. That's one reason why I wasn't trying to go to college, and I damn sure ain't about to use the motherfucking Kenosha Unified Transcript or any of them. It's hard. It's hard as fuck now. Eat on camera. Eat on, oh, that don't say camera, sorry. Eat on camera. What is that? Ah, something just stung me. Woo, shit. The fuck you got going on? Did you just send a little fucking thing? I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying? Why? Just eat. For what? Eat what? What does eat mean? Why you say eat? What does eat? What's the definition of eat? Did you hear some mukbang now? Okay, what's a mukbang? Okay, tell me exactly what a mukbang is. Tell me what to do. I don't know what the law is where you are related to non-compete. It is an eating video. You making it? How you gonna turn my video? What you looking for? How you gonna turn my video into a? eating video. If I do that, then motherfuckers gonna swear they controlling me. Tell me the reason why you want to see me eat something, and I might can do it. Eat pizza and fish. Well, from you are always allowed to feed yourself. See, that's the thing. Motherfuckers will starve you, put a feeding tube in you, and motherfuckers be done. They prey on weakness around here. They'll motherfucking some be on that medication. It have them so drunk and fucked up they can't even fucking remember how to eat, or they mouths be broken down so hard they stop eating. Then you saw where you from. I'm always allowed to. You are where I'm from. You're always allowed to. So what I was saying, that non-compete thing, I'm still looking into it. I want to learn about employment laws and stuff. And so that is, I'm gonna talk more about that. I'm happy to talk about that because doesn't sound like a courtroom. That sounds like more immediate. What sounds like more immediate? Because this is a thing. What are you saying? Don't sit here and say little things that have me to say and then say, see, I told you. What? No, you ain't got that shit right. You ain't getting no straight A's and 100% on some shit that you ain't really did the work on. What you talking about? Who's racist? Me? I can say that I can be racist and I would like to be. What you got to say about that? Who gonna do something? What? So what? Don't what the fuck? You're racist? What is racist? What the fuck that have to do with anything that I'm doing? If I choose to be racist, shit, that don't mean that was very cool. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what you talking about, some keyboard shit. I don't know what all that stuff mean on the keyboard. Yeah. So I'm out here. That's why I was having trouble though. And believe me, if I talk on this video long enough, I'm be eating something. Shit. I was just drinking some damn cold water, some ice thing. You know what the fuck it is, man. But I can tell sometime how some stuff is because it just so hard to eat. What do you? Okay, listen. Oh, what is it? I don't really have anything to eat that I really want to be getting bossed around and told to eat. I got an avocado right here. I don't have anything that really like. What are you talking about? This is not nourishment stuff like that for you to be saying that. What in the heck? This is urge. It says satisfier salty. It says yellow tortilla chips, net weight 10.0 ounces, 283 grams. Shit. I mean, AUG O or 0626 713 405 084100. I don't know how they get the calories though. Like how they're saying this is 7 grams. How can they do that? Well, how they mix it all together? This is just a generic thing that they put out here. I don't have what cat? Well, I don't have a cat. What is the cat? What is the CAT? Mm, but mm, mm, I don't know what some of this stuff is saying. Oh, no. See what's being said is now I had knew this not this non compete thing, but now it's saying like they'll have you to sign a non compete and know it's illegal, and they'll have it in a file and try to blackmail you with it and somebody with it. And with all the legal fees that come, they'll drown them motherfucking scare them into being able to do whatever, and they'll call it competition, but it can just be someone. So this is why sometimes it's best to work a job in a total different field than what you want to have your own interest in. It's a conflict of interest sometimes, and this is why they say don't mix business with pleasure. Motherfuckers can't seem to understand that though. But that ain't why I always be like, this not a pleasure call too. But that just made motherfucking sense. I'm gonna get their ass. I'm gonna say that to their ass one day. mm. But this is why I don't want to use them transcripts, because they sit there and they do unfair competition, long-standing contests and shit, school to prison pipeline and all that. But Sue is just, they talk about whatever. The brown cat. The brown cat. What is a cat? What's a CAT? I don't really know how to read all of that. I don't know what that's about. But so I don't get how these labels are on there, and a lot of information that I've been reading is kind of saying this is almost like a prescription, and according to like the barcodes and stuff, it tells whether or not it's real food. It tells the category of what kind of product, whether it's actually edible, what it's created for, um, and things like that. I can't see how they can possibly tell. Um, they said it's sea salt in here, but it's no iron, so I question the sea salt part of it, because if it's from something like that, if it's a sea salt, it's a mineral, and they said it's no iron. So I don't know what they're doing with this. It's a little suspicious to me. I don't like how it says canola and or sunflower oil. It's not telling me exactly. So it's almost like an uninformed consent, where it's giving me a typical that I would then further accept anything. By me buying this is almost like, especially if I pay with a debit card, that's almost me putting my, what I'm saying, like I agree to it, but that's not the case. I got these too because I want to eat some avocado with it, but it's not ripened yet, and I don't have an onion, but so I'm gonna save if I can. But I mean, I don't know what kind of oil is used, but I mean, whatever kind of oil, it's a thick oil. Yeah, contains a bioengineered food ingredients distributed by Quick Trip TMINC, La Crosse, Wisconsin. 54603. I'm not in any connection or affiliation with Quick Trip. Not in any relation with them or anything. I just went into there and I shopped there for some things. I'm not a member there, but I have a previous account that still is has some um, funding in it, and that's it. But I don't any purchases like that going forward. No, but as far as it's saying like 2%, like 59 milligrams, things like that. They say a serving size is 11 chips. I don't understand that. I don't understand how 11 chips is is a serving size. But also whoever come out here making it easy and without just telling me like, hey, the reason why something is happening. It's gonna get hot out here. But I don't like how they do their nutrition facts. These are facts, facts are not, don't actually have to be a real thing. This whole thing could be suspiciously gross misconduct, but they let it happen. And they must really be tailoring their life according to this, and it's inappropriate. 11 chips for who is enough, and this they're basing it off of some pay the federal government to use their information because they're studying. They're not a member of it, but they buy into their systems, but then they're using this stuff and it's misappropriation oftentimes, or their extensions say this is a family thing, a family affair type of thing, and then they all is who are you pointing the finger at? I don't know what a CAT is. Net weight, you some lady. Yeah, I don't know what net weight. I don't know what you're talking. Who's? I mean, not y'all, but I don't know who each individual is talking about. I don't know if y'all together or not though, because it looked like somebody was. I don't know what she's doing. Um, Somebody want to talk about God bless. Anyways, God bless from Australia. Take care. Then there's some kind of picture there. I don't know what that is, but it looked like some scientific. Somebody has changed their color because they have a specific amount of things. So a lot of times I like to hear that. Like, Someone said that someone could turn green if they have a specific amount of vitamin C. It's jaundice, all this different stuff. You know, like if you're really specific, you can understand. That's why I like eating cocoa and stuff like that, though, because I want to get blacker. In 2024, I looked more so red. I had this red color to me. It was so pretty. I was eating so much beets. I was eating beets, so much beets. And beetroot. I was out in the sun every day. Every day I was outside. Every day. I'm gonna get some olives and some beans yesterday. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna try to go to the store tomorrow, maybe. Today, I'm probably they buses start running. I ain't in a hurry. I'll go to the store Monday through motherfucking Friday. Fuck them on that goddamn bus. Fuck Ryan be put in jail and shit on the weekend. Hell no. Gotta wait days before I can see a fake ass motherfucker who want to be a judge. There's the wasting police. Some say they call them Racine's finest. Yeah, they do. Mm. Yeah, they do. I said, whoa. And them rich motherfuckers saying that shit because some of these motherfuckers I be saying, what happened to you? They leaning out their motherfucking promises to somebody that came before them or they fucking estimated graduation date. I just really want to talk about just trying to, be real about the situation so that it won't cause problems. I understand. I have to grow in the situation, not being professional. Those words be used very loosely too. Maybe they call them Kenosha people in school. I don't know. No motherfucking I didn't heard motherfuckers call them racing. But sure. Maybe somebody said it to me in Kenosha. Oh, that's what I wanted to say for now. I have to save my battery though. Appreciate the information though. I'm over here. Like I said, explain to me what you asking me to do. I'm not about to be a puppet. Okay? Please, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.